Welcome back, everyone.
Hi, everyone.
What is this, episode 7?
7.
So, everyone, welcome back to episode 7 of Mess Sesh. If you're new here, I'm Jules.
And I'm Briona.
And this is, again, Mess
Mess
Sesh.
Sesh.
Okay, so we have a lot to talk about today. Briona just sent me 13 pages of information
when I
for
do my
today.
research, I do my research.
Yeah, so we have 13 pages of information today. I mean, it's obviously not going to feel like 13 pages, but it is 13 pages of information.
Mm-hmm.
So, Briona, what are we going to be discussing today?
We have a lot to talk about this episode, from Ellen ending her show to one of the 19 Kids and Counting's daughters speaking out and writing a book about her alleged brother and his pedophile incidents. So please, guys, stick around because we have a lot to talk about.
And enjoy our sponsorship. 30-second sponsorship.
Right. Thank you guys for listening to the sponsorship.
Alrighty. Why don't you start us off?
Well, our first topic we're going to talk about is the Ellen DeGeneres show is officially ending. It is ending May 2022. So, one more season left. And I don't know what you guys... I know Jules is not sad about it. I'm not sad about it. We never watched Ellen, but, when she did her interview, she said, I was going to stop after season 16, and that was going to be my last season. And they wanted me to sign for 4 more years. And I said I signed for maybe 1 or 3 more years. So she knew after the next season it would be her last. And honestly, I think the reason she's ending, I'm sure you think so too, Julie, because a lot of her employees have come out about allegations of her staff mistreatment.
36 of them to be exact. So this wasn't
36.
like one employee who was mad about being fired.
No.
36 of her employees came forward and said that they were mistreated and treated poorly. And there's actually a lot of celebrities who've been on the show who have complained about Ellen.
Right. Even she was on Good Morning America talking about her show ending, and she said she was in shock that people said this about her, that she was she was a mean person, and she wished one of her employees would have came up to her and was like, "Oh, hey, this is how I'm feeling." Girl, don't lie, because if they came up to you would fire them real quick. Stop lying.
And 36 is just way too many.
Yeah, it could be even 5 people talking about you, but people anonymously saying that you were harassing them. Even when people come on her show, Jules, they're told, "Oh, don't look Ellen in the eye. Only talk to Ellen when she talks to you." People even said like to knock on her door. Like, she keeps like a thing of gum outside her door, and you have to take a piece of gum before talking to her. That's how Hollywood she is.
That's just so disappointing.
Right. And I was watching Wendy today, and even Wendy said she didn't like her experience. And Wendy knows people who work there who said they didn't like their experience. So, if all these people are saying this, why are you surprised?
See, the workers is, one thing, but if even the celebs are saying, people who are also on the same level as her, or, even close to the same level as her, saying that they were treated poorly, that's just so upsetting.
Right. Right, I'm sure working for her, you obviously get paid good, but it's not worth it if you have to deal with verbal abuse every day. Who wants to deal with that? I don't want to deal with that, no matter how much you're paying me.
And also, if it's just surprising, and it's just when she went on Good Morning America, like you said, and she was like, I can't believe my employees. What about the celebrities? What about the celebrities who are saying the same thing?
Right. Even the Kardashians posted her saying oh, good luck, Ellen, we'll miss you. You could just tell Ellen knows when to act good for certain celebrities. Of course you're not gonna cross the Kardashians.
Just to go back for a second, sorry if you heard a loud click. I had to get my iPad out to look at the 13 pages of information we have today. So I'm sorry if you heard that.
I told you, when I research, I motherfucking research. I don't play around.
Period. I mean, what's funny? I feel like I send you the articles and you just go research everything.
I go crazy. When Jules, there's another article Jules sent me, which we'll talk about in the end of the podcast. Jules knows this article. She sent me on Instagram. As soon as click. I had to research everything. I don't play around my research. I'm not gonna come here and talk to you guys about one thing, one sentence, if I don't know about it. I'm not gonna talk about something I don't know about. So I have to do my research.
Exactly. And I'm actually I'm looking over it now, so it's the last thing we're gonna talk about, so we'll get there. And I remember sending it to her. I literally sent it to you a few hours ago too.
Right, literally. So I'm not upset the Ellen show's ending. To be honest, I never watched Ellen. It was just never my thing. Kids, cats, and dogs. It's all cute, but it was just never for me. I was more of a Wendy Williams and Oprah fan. I don't know if you like talk show, Jules, or anything you like. If you like The Real
There's
or
this
anything.
one with like 4 women that like sit at
The
a table,
View?
like 4, maybe, I don't know. There's like 4 women that sit at like an oval table, and they're all like different ethnicities and different
Oh,
sizes. You know,
oh my God! Yeah, we're back.
okay, technical
Of
difficulties
course,
as usual.
but
But you know what it
Jules,
made me think of? It made me think of that TikTok that's like, I don't know. I really don't know. Because I'm like
right.
trying to figure out what's wrong with it.
Oh God! But Jules, before we cut off, I was thinking you thinking of The Real Daytime. That's the talk show you're talking about with the different ethnicities.
Okay, like I just
Mhm.
remember like it was like a bunch of women. They were like funny. I see some of their highlights on YouTube
Right.
and things like
Brina
that.
likes them.
Yeah,
They're
they're
fun.
fun. They're really funny. Like that's what I aspire to do one day. Like I'd love to do that. Like
Yeah, it's
sit
just a good
around a table with a
environment.
bunch of like great people and just
Good
like
energy.
yeah, just talk and talk about what's going on in the world and everything. I love doing this podcast too, and I feel like
Right.
it'd be really fun.
I know some people are thinking like, oh, why didn't like the staff speak out to like, why they do it anonymously? When you're working with someone as big as Ellen, like that's scary to like go
She
up
could literally
against
ruin your
them.
life.
She claims she never work again, never work
Exactly.
again.
I'd be scared to speak out as well. I'm not gonna lie. And like, yeah, like she could literally like ruin your career in like 5 minutes.
Right. Well, Ellen show's ending May 2022, guys. Don't worry, Ellen will be fine. She's like completely fine. But if you guys are interested in checking it out, watch the show.
Yeah, I'm
But
sure there'll
anyway,
be like a YouTube link talking about it. I'm sure a lot of more podcasts will be talking about it as well.
right. But even though like Ellen, like I know she's not a really great person, but she's actually helped a lot of people, like donating to fires and people who lost their homes, bringing back military men. So her show has brought some positives to people's lives. So I will say that.
Hopefully it'll
Mm-hmm.
get better this year. Hopefully there'll be better things to say. But so far, a lot of celebrities have not enjoyed their time on Ellen. So
Right. We'll see. Let us know, guys. Let us know if you want us to keep tracking the Ellen show, whatever. Like, I'm
yeah,
not
let
gonna
us know
watch,
if you want
but
us to do any talk shows or anything like that. If there's something interesting you saw on a talk show or anything you want us to keep up with.
yeah,
Like
definitely
if
leave us
you
a
want us to
voice
keep up with
message.
Ellen. I mean, I don't
Right.
mind keeping up with her, so
Yeah, Jules will keep up for you guys. I will not be watching, but Jules will help me out.
I'll just let you know who's on the show that week.
Right. Send me the article and I'll do my research. Jules knows me well, guys. She knows me.
Exactly. He's such Ravenclaw energy from you.
Right. Ravenclaw. And what was yours, Jules? Is it Slytherin?
Yeah, I'm such a Slytherin,
Right.
I swear to God.
That's not a bad thing though. Everyone like thinks Slytherin's so evil. They're not evil. Like,
I mean,
well,
in my
no.
opinion, people will probably have like different opinions on me, but like behind the scenes, like I'm such a Slytherin. Like obviously, I'm not gonna show that on here and be rude or whatever towards like celebrities and
hmm
things like that. But as soon as we get on Facetime, I have so much to say.
Right. By the way, guys, if you don't know what we're talking about Harry Potter and the houses and
Yeah, we
stuff.
were actually planning on doing maybe like a house quiz or something in one of our next episodes. Let us know if you'd like us to do something like that.
Right. I would say like if I could choose a house being, I would definitely be in Slytherin. But Jules was like reading Ravenclaw to me, and I'm like such a
Yeah, she
Ravenclaw.
really is. Like even like before because she actually posted something recently on her Instagram. What is your Instagram story or something?
Snapchat.
Snapchat story. You should put on your Instagram story. If you follow us on Instagram, I will link our Instagrams in the description again. I'll put our Instagrams in the description again. This episode, if you decide you want to follow us, check it out. Check out our Instagrams. We were thinking about making a hot mess sesh one, but she posted something and it had like the Slytherin banner in it.
I
And I
did.
was like, "You are such a Ravenclaw." Like, I don't know. She just reminded me so much of Ravenclaw. Not like judging anybody on their houses. I love all the houses, but you definitely like are such a Ravenclaw. Always researching. You always want to do the research. You're very smart. Like things like that. So I
Thank
don't know. It
you.
reminds me of Ravenclaw.
Jules is so sweet, calling me smart, make me blush.
Yeah.
But Jules is a Slytherin, but not in like a fake. She's not fake like that, but she is very like cute, shady. I'll say,
Cute, shady.
Right. It
I don't
reminds
know.
me
I feel
about.
like I'm really in the middle of like a Slytherin or Gryffindor because I have my Slytherin moments, but I feel like I can also be a Gryffindor because like a lot of areas are Gryffindors, but I'm not sure. Like everybody's different, everybody's personality. That's why I'm saying we should do the quiz. Like I really want to do that one episode, even if it's not this one. Like one episode in the future.
Right.
Maybe if we have like
Maybe
another
next week.
like
We'll see.
slow drama week or something, we can definitely
Mm-hmm.
do that. Let us know below, comment below, leave us a voice message, DM us on
Right.
Instagram, please. Like, I love getting
Definitely.
DMs from people.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
so
I just say like I think Jules is like a Slytherin, and like the fact like if someone says anything, I remember even in school she would just look at me like, oh, that's complete bullshit, and you know it,
I'm
like
just
that
such
type
like
of
a
look.
roll my eyes, like screw this, like
Like,
I
girl,
never did anything in
bye.
school. I really didn't. I remember walking around with like my little purse and my phone out, and like the teachers would stand outside their doors and yell at me. I really didn't care. I even wore pants to school. We were supposed to wear a skirt, Catholic school things. I wore black pants every time. I don't know.
I
Just
remember when you wore pants, I wanted to wear pants, and I wore pants, and then Brina wore pants. We all wore pants, and all the other girls wore skirts, and we are like, no. Plus,
exactly
plus,
ill.
like Uggs weren't allowed or whatever, and I wore Uggs. I didn't care.
I wore sneakers, like black sneakers. I don't know. There's so much things in school that we did that we probably shouldn't have done, but
Right. Well, we'll do
that's
the
for
Harry
another
Potter
episode.
quiz soon, guys. I know you
Yeah,
guys will love
that's what we
it.
were thinking if we had like a slow drama week, kind of like last week. Even though we did really well on that last podcast, thank you to everybody who listened
Right.
to episode 6. We
Thank you
actually
so
had
much.
like a pretty we had like a decent amount of views on that one. And shout out to whoever's listening in Germany. There's someone who's listening to us in Germany. Like shout out to whoever's in Germany listening to us.
Right.
That's really awesome.
Out to our German fans.
Yes, I mean like I think it was like 96% in the U.S. and then it was like 3% in Germany. So I have no idea how much that means. It just says like a percentage. But thank you for listening in Germany. That's actually really cool.
Right. Well, speaking of another scandal, Josh Duggar, one of his sisters, is coming out with a book. And if you guys don't know who Josh Duggar, who I'm talking about, is, if you watch the show on TLC, 19 Kids and Counting, it's canceled now. But a family with 19 children, this is what we're talking
We
about.
touched on this a little bit in the last episode. If you want to go check out that, if you haven't listened to our last episode, we did touch on this a bit.
Right. So it was like 2 weeks ago he was arrested in Washington County, Arkansas on Friday. He's 33-year-old, pled guilty to receiving and possessing material of sexual abuse of children during a Zoom court hearing. So, and they allege that he was using the internet to download this material, and the material featured like very like the thing guys like 12-year-olds having sex and stuff like that, like, all like ill.
Very
Up to 20
pedophile
years in prison.
activities.
What you say?
Pedophile activities.
Yeah, it's very disgusting, and he's facing up to 20 years in prison. Fine, but he's out now. So the hearing is set for July 1st, and the trial is set for July 6th. And after he pled guilty, Ginger, one of his sisters, and Jeremy released a statement on social media. It's like upset about the news. Like they said, like basically we don't support him or his actions. Which I think that's good to say, because no offense, but his wife is just like acting like everything's peaches and cream. Like
I
she
can't
posted,
believe that. I really can't.
like I know you love this man, but girl, like come on.
And you have 7 kids of your own who might be around the same age as these kids that he was watching. How gross is that? He lives with 7 kids and has child pornography on his laptop. Like, come on.
Honestly, like she just posted a cute photo of them playing chess or whatever. But I'm like, I would not be posting this at a time where your husband could almost face 20 years in jail.
Which he should. He should be facing jail time. I'm sorry. There's no amount of money that should be allowed on bail. None of that BS, because you have child porn on your computer. I don't care what are you gonna say? Oh, I don't know how it got there. Like, come on. Like, come on. Like, seriously. Like, just admit that you're guilty at this point.
Right. And I really applaud the sister. She's the one guy who's married to Jeremy, and he's a pastor. I applaud her for writing a book, because like to say basically that you were like molested as a young girl, that's very hard to like write and like say out loud about this situation.
We should read the book.
I'm gonna read you a couple quotes from the book.
We should get the whole book. Did it come out yet?
Yeah, it's on like also on Audible too, so like play out loud for you.
What's it called again?
Let me look it up.
I don't remember either.
I know I saw it was $14, not that bad on Audible.
One of us should read it, which should be you.
We can both read it.
You should read it, Brianna.
Oh, you want me to read it?
Yeah, you should read the book and then tell me about it.
Oh my god, I'm tired of you. I would read it though. I wouldn't have a problem.
You should. You honestly
You
should.
could read the Audible, Jules.
Okay. That's
Oh
funny.
god. She has two. It's called The Hope We Hold, and she has All Things We Never Knew. And the Hope We Hold one is the new one. And on Audible, it's actually $30.
Oh gosh, how much is it like in
The book,
hardcover?
$22. I
Uh,
want the Audible, damn. I want the Audible.
oh, you want to listen to it?
Maybe in the future, guys, let us know.
Yeah. How
I'll
about this?
read
Like,
it.
how about if we get like a certain amount of views on this one, then you'll buy
Right.
it.
How much was it? Like 10?
Yeah, like 10 to 15 listens on this podcast, and we'll buy the book.
Mm-hmm.
Or like,
Yeah.
I'll like help you buy the book or whatever.
Oh,
The
you'll buy
Audible.
the book, or we can get the Audible so we can both share. I think that would be better, no?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah,
So I'm just saying, like, I'll like share, like, I'll help you pay for it or whatever.
Right,
So,
we'll
yeah,
split 50-50.
Yeah, something like that.
Right, so guess like let's say 13 listens. What do you think?
Yeah, 13 to 15.
13, 15, okay.
Or like, you know what? If we get like, or any like, or if everybody who's listening right now leaves us a comment to get the book.
Right.
How about that?
Right. Yeah, if you guys do that,
Either
honestly,
one.
I'll read it. If you do that for your guys, I'll finish the book in like almost like, I know Jules might take a minute, but I'll finish in like a month.
I'm not, I'm barely go listen to it.
Right. You'll like read the first chapter and you're like, oh, what was it about?
Yeah, by the time I finish it, we'll probably be way past this.
Right. So I'll definitely read it for you guys. Jules knows such a Ravenclaw. I love reading.
Yeah,
I love
not
giving
me.
my opinions on things. But
I will support you in reading it.
Of course.
I'll send you like coffee or something so you can read it.
Okay, Jules.
So if we get everybody who's listening right now to comment or leave us a voice message if you're on Anchor or whatever the case may be, then we'll get the book or Audible or whatever. Or if we get 13 to 15 listens, which we usually get about like 6 now, if we get like 13 to 15 listens, then we will also get it. Like then we'll get it.
If we
so
get to the 13
let
to
us
15
know.
listens, I'll be like so happy. I'll honestly shed a tear.
And we could do like a small review on it. It won't take up that much time. Don't think we're gonna spend like 30 minutes on it. We'll probably spend like maybe 15 minutes just talking about it, going over what we read and things like that. If that's something you guys would like to know.
And they should let us know also. Do they want me to go like chapter by chapter review, or should I just say the whole book?
Yeah, that's what you should comment. Comment if you want us to read it, and comment whether you want it chapter by chapter or just a large summary at the end.
Right, I'm fine either way.
Well, like chapter by chapter, we mean like chapter 1 to 5, chapter 5 to 10. Do you want it like every 5 chapters, or do you want a big summary at the end? So let us know. Comment below if we should read it, and comment below how you want us to discuss it if you want us to read it.
Perfect, definitely let us
know.
If
you don't want us to read it, also let us know so that we don't go and get it. You know what I mean?
Please, because that's $30. That is not cheap, honey.
It is. It's pretty expensive.
I could buy a lot of McDonald's for $30. So
exactly. Please. That sounds like a whole diner meal right there. Scrumptious. Right. I love my pickles.
Oh God, I love pickles too.
Just the diner ones. The diner pickles hit different. The ones in the jar taste nothing like the ones from the diner. Period.
The ones in the jar with the juice and stuff.
Yeah, but the ones from the diner that come with like the cheeseburger. Oh my gosh! Like heaven sent.
You know what I love? I know people are gonna find it weird, but I love onions. Like especially like.
I know you love onions. You tell me all the time.
I got my purple onions, I have the white onions. I don't care. If you give me, especially I remember I went to off topic. We'll come back. I went to Cheesecake Factory and they gave me like a veggie burger. Cause you guys don't know this, but I don't eat meat. I'm pescatarian. It's only seafood. So they gave me an Impossible burger, and they had like. They decorated so beautifully, Julie. It was like make your own burger. I had my pickles on the side, my purple onions, and everything. So I did my purple onion. I took my purple onions with the nice honey mustard they had, and I dunked that right in my mouth. And I think my mom and Brina were just looking at me. I was looking at me so disgusted, and Brina was like, "This is just Brianna. This is like who she is." I love my pickles and my onions. I don't play. I
like diner pickles. They specifically have to be from like a diner.
No, so not like McDonald's pickles, a diner.
No, I like McDonald's, but like if you ever had the ones from the diner, they're like cut in half, so they're like still long. You know what I mean? Like they're not in like circles. Like they're
That sounds like now I want that.
Now I want a pickle.
Mm-hmm.
We went to the diner the other day, like a group of my friends. I literally ordered like 4 pickles.
Was it like a well-known diner? Or was it like one of those corner little diners with like only
No,
one?
it's a little corner diner.
Oh, those are the best though.
Those are so good. Oh my gosh. Go support your local businesses, bro. Especially that when they make food, they're always the best.
I remember the Cheesecake Factory, they had like circle pickles, but they were nice and fresh. I like when my pickles are nice and green.
We should do a pickle review.
Oh god.
As exclusive content on our YouTube, we get like 7 jars of pickles.
Oh my god. I do like ASMR with pickles. I would totally do that.
Oh my gosh, that'd be so fun actually.
I love my pickles. And onions. You like onions like that? Or am I doing like onions?
I don't know. I really haven't ate onions in like a long time.
That's probably one from the Cheesecake Factory. The one from Cheesecake Factory has the nice purple onions. My onions are bright and colorful. I'm like, it's over. It's over.
You gotta do like that.
Yeah. Okay. But anyways, now
back on topic. Now that we're done talking about pickles and onions,
my mouth is watering now. Oh my god!
Right? Oh my gosh, I want pickles.
You know, now I want like a veggie burger really bad. Some nice just pickles, or even just give me the pickles and the onions.
I just want the pickles. I just want a pickle from the
onion, and I'll put it on a piece of bread, and I'll be good. Honestly, I'll be good. With some ketchup, I'll be good.
Back to the Duggars. Now we just finished talking about
I'm
food.
gonna be reading some quotes, guys, from her book. I'll tell you when it's in quotes and when it's not. This is the one in quotes. Cause like I said, she's married to a pastor. So I think honestly, since he's like a more modern day pastor, he like taught her almost like new things. Like, oh, just because it says this in the Bible doesn't mean it's entirely true. You know, I think her husband, by the way, her husband is very attractive. I think he really opened her eyes. So this is from her book. She said, oh my god, my mouth's still watering. She said, I realized that not everyone interpreted different passages of the scriptures the way I have always had. And I wanted to find out why. By the way, like I said, they grew up in a very solid family. You know, it was no outside world or anything like that. She wrote, growing up, I had a set of standards that I took as given. Now, as I re-examined and compared them to the scriptures, my convictions were changing. Then she wrote how her mother dressed the girls in skirts and dresses, saying, a woman shall not wear a man's garment, and modesty was fundamental in the Duggar home. You know, Jules and I just said that we wore pants to school, you know? Because to me, wearing the skirt caused a lot more
uncomfortable.
Yeah, because our skirts, they weren't that long either. So if anything rid up, like your whole underwear was gonna show. So I just think the pants helped us keep some modesty over the skirt.
I just didn't like to say it was uncomfortable. I didn't like the feeling of wearing a skirt, having nothing on my legs. You know, I never liked that feeling.
Right. Plus, especially when I didn't shave, I didn't want my legs shown. So
exactly, me neither. And you have to shave all the damn time. Oh my god.
Literally all the time. Oh my god. Like
yeah,
once a week I had to shave my legs. I'm not even trying to be funny.
Me neither. And like if you didn't, it would literally like go through the socks. Like,
literally.
It's ugly.
And she said, and this is another take from her book. She said, I never found a passage forbidding women from wearing pants, she wrote. Once I found, certainly from the Bible, my heart was free. I felt no inner conflict, and I started wearing pants for the first time. I felt emotional as I worried my parents would think I didn't appreciate how I was raised. I mean, you can appreciate how they raised you, but there's nothing wrong with like evolving or changing, you know what I mean?
You know what I get like really good mom vibes from her. Like I feel like she's the kind of mom that would say to her daughter, do you want to wear the skirt or do you want to wear the pants? Like really like giving options, because she grew up a way where she didn't have options. And I feel like she gives her kids a lot of options.
She has 2 daughters. They're really cute. Plus, I think the show honestly really helped them explore different aspects of life. Because I think honestly, it wasn't for Counting On or 19 Kids and Counting. They would just stick with the family and wouldn't be able to branch out. But now they have like their own form of income. I know her and her husband, they're working on owning a coffee shop, making their own coffee brew. Plus, they do a lot of stuff with the church and the community. And they're also on social media all the time. So you could tell like the show helped them make a good living. I'm honestly proud of them, like what they took. I was just thinking, oh, they're just gonna live how their parents were, but they honestly just grew up and realized different cultures.
Thankfully.
I mean, like, even just speaking from my own culture, like, but you know, you guys don't know, so I'm Jamaican, you know, and a lot of like old school like Jamaicans just are always taught to like just stick with one man, even if he treats you wrong, you know, and that's not the way I think, you know.
I agree, of course.
Right. Obviously, Jules and I are raised differently, but we always have the same fundamental. What's wrong is wrong.
Yeah, I feel like we see a lot of things the same way. So
we do,
especially when it comes to like the things that we talk about, I feel like we really do see most things. I mean, like it's kind of obvious to see things this way. I mean, the man has porn on his laptop, like of children. Come on, like you can't possibly agree with that. I'm sorry.
Right. And it's like, but at least I'm glad the sister said they don't support him. I'm really glad they said that because
I hope more of his family realizes what he's done. I know it's hard to look at a family member and see them as what they are, which is literally a pedophile, but I hope that they realize what he did was wrong. And like allow him to be punished for it. There has to be some type of repercussion for having child pornography on your laptop.
Right. Like it's not just like a little, oh, you did something wrong. This is like real action.
It's not like you stole from the gas station. It's like you like literally had child porn on your laptop. That's just sad. And you also had mentioned in the last episode that his laptop was actually like locked up. Like you couldn't even get to it.
Yeah, it had like a padlock on it and everything, like a lock with key and everything. Like you could not open that stuff.
That's just like crazy to me.
It really is just insane. What was it insane? Well, yeah, just saying, like every family is different, of course. Like for the sisters, like when you look at that type of person, that's not like your brother. That's like your rapist. Like that can really mess you up.
I hope they are like better. Like I hope they get help if they need it.
But I know now he has an ankle bracelet on, from what I've read, and he has to have someone like basically live in and watch him like all the time till he goes to trial. And if he does go to trial, he's gonna face 20 years. So
I hope he does.
I think honestly he could deserve life because people do worse things, which we're gonna talk about next. No, people do. Sorry, less. People have a reason to do certain things, and he didn't have a reason, and all he gets is 20 years. When some people get life from doing the simplest things.
And like the next thing we're going to talk about
so the Menendez brothers.
Yeah, the Menendez brothers. This was a case from a while ago. If you haven't heard about it, it was 1996 actually.
Right, we weren't even born yet.
Yeah, so this was a while ago, and actually thanks to TikTok, the case has been reopened or like has been viewed again. So thankfully,
because Jules, you knew something about them, like a little bit.
Yeah, I saw it on TikTok. That's how I knew about it. But you went into it obviously a little bit more.
And I'm just gonna sum it up for you guys. Basically, there were two brothers who basically killed their parents with a shotgun. And I know you're thinking like, oh, why were they saved by TikTok? But we're gonna definitely explain that. And first of all, can I just mention, like, I know Jesus is gonna be like, oh God, bro. But when they were younger, they were really attractive. Just saying.
She has not stopped saying that since we started thinking about doing this case on here.
Oh my God, because that's how they went viral. Everyone was singing, "Mama, I'm in love with a criminal," was showing them. And I was like, damn right. No, they were
So the case, it was Lyle and Eric were their first names. They were convicted in 1996 of murdering their Beverly Hills mansion. And because of TikTok, they actually reopened the case in 2021. So that's a long time. So like this case was a long time ago. And pretty much they murdered their parents because I think it was their stepfather. Was it their stepfather or the father?
It was the father.
The father was abusive to the boys.
He would. Well, just let me say, they came from a rich family. Their family was like filmmakers, something their father was. And he would like molest them, like in their bedrooms, like make them touch him and all that, to, like force them to almost give them like oral and stuff. And it was just horrible.
It was just sexual abuse for many years.
Right.
From their father.
Exactly. And people have been posting videos about them. And some of them are getting like 130 million views in total. And now everyone like is saying open this case up. Like why are they still in prison when other people are on the streets, doing worse things. And prison. But like, they're not in prison together, they're in different prisons. Which is also sad. Imagine not seeing your brother for that long.
Yeah.
And they're married, but and they're in prison.
Unfortunately, so like they've just been, they were pretty much put in prison for murdering their rapist. And there's a lot of cases that are opening up that have the same topic pretty much. Did these people deserve what came to them pretty much, and should they be in jail for it? It's kind of like the biggest question. But this is actually,
Right.
this is not the only case that has been looked at because of that
Mm-hmm.
circumstance. And pretty much the
Right.
question is like, was it self-defense?
Right.
Would that
And
be
I was
considered
telling
self-defense?
And I was telling Jules, because at the era they grew up in, like boys getting like boys being victims wasn't really a thing, so no one really took them seriously. And also, I was telling Jules who Elizabeth Smarts is, which was a young woman many years ago, who was also kidnapped for a year by a man and a woman prophet couple, and the man is still in, but the woman is. So why did she get? I know she's old now, like 50s, 60s, 70s. But why did she get to be out walking the streets when they were just attacking their rapists? Like you said, just self defense.
Yeah, well, that's like the biggest question. Is it self
Mhm.
defense? Like a lot of cases are reopening for that, and honestly, just to state my opinion on it, like you can do yours next if you want to.
Mhm.
This is my kind of breakdown on it. So like when somebody comes near you, so like if somebody comes at you with a knife or with a gun and you kill them, then it's considered self defense. But the question that was like being open is killing someone because of rape or sexual abuse also self-defense, and in my opinion definitely 100% yes. Honestly, it's more scarring than somebody coming at you with a knife, in my opinion. This is just my personal opinion, just a disclaimer, this is my personal opinion. I cannot speak for anybody else or anyone who has experienced this, but in my opinion I feel like I'd be more scarred being sexually assaulted than I would if somebody came at me with a knife and I killed them.
Mhm.
Like I'd want to kill the rapist more than the person that was coming at me with a knife,
Right.
honestly.
Especially imagine sitting at a dinner table and looking at your rapist, like your father. Like imagine sitting there for years and years and years.
And you know
Honestly,
what?
I
At
was
that
just.
point, like he deserved it at that
Mhm.
point, especially for that many years. I'm sorry. I think that the Mendes brothers should not be in jail this long. You know what? This is like the other problem. Like, okay, let's just say it is ruled self defense, but what kind of punishment comes with that? Because they did take a human life, and like they did take a human
Mhm.
life, and the question is, like, what kind of punishment then is reasonable for that kind of self defense? So that would
Right.
maybe only a few years in prison, or maybe some type of like community thing, community service, or like a psych ward. Like, what at that point? See, what I would
Mhm.
do, like, in my opinion, if I had a chance to do this, I would not send them to jail. I would send them to like a rehab facility almost for sexual assault victims, because
Mm.
they dealt with rape, and now they have to go to
Mhm.
jail. Like they're all messed up in the head regardless, like even though when I say like messed up in the head, I just mean like they need some type of
Traumatized.
guidance after this. Like exactly, they're traumatized. A much better way to put it. They're traumatized
Mhm.
from this experience, and yes, they did take his life, which he deserved. He was raping them. He did something that was very, and
Mhm.
I feel like they need help. I don't feel like jail is rehabilitating at all. I feel like they really need to be in a facility that deals with people who were rape victims or were sexually assaulted.
Mhm. Well, I completely agree with you, Jules. Because God forbid they did send to jail. Like I think even like 2 to 5 years is enough, and then like therapy, like you said, and rehabilitation. They're victims too. Like they're just everyone's just saying like, oh, you're a murderer. Like that's it. But they don't know their story.
And they honestly, they're more victim than the
Right.
other guy.
Right. And
Honestly,
think.
like I know so many
Mhm.
people who are suicidal after getting, raped or
Right.
sexually assaulted. No, they're suicidal and they might take their own life over this, like over what happened
Mhm.
to them. So why does the rapist get to walk free? Like
Mhm.
like I don't, it's very hard to explain, very hard to like say in words, because everybody thinks the same almost. Like, yeah,
Mm.
like he raped them, he deserves some type of penalty, whatever it is. But now what about them? Now they have to live with this trauma for the rest of their lives.
Right. And they don't get to see each other. They're in different prisons. Like imagine not seeing your brother or like my twin. Like that's just
And like just like
insane.
a suicide warning for what I'm about to say here, but some people would say like I'd rather be dead than have to live with what happened to me, which
Mhm.
is like why people get depressed after being raped and sexually assaulted and things like that, because they'd rather be dead than deal with the fact of what happened.
completely
So, like,
agree.
think about it from their perspective, especially
Mm-hmm.
women and, like, men who are sexually assaulted daily or, like, by their partners or anything. Why, like, a lot of
Insane.
them say the same thing. I'd rather be dead than deal with it. I'd rather be,
Right.
whatever. It's just really upsetting. And I feel bad for them because they're dealing with what happened to them in prison, which I feel like they need to be
It's
dealing with
insane.
it in a facility that specializes in things like that.
Mm-hmm. I remember, I think I said this to you on FaceTime, but I'm asking, like, oh, like, what makes a killer? Can they ask, like, oh, like, why you kill this person? The real killers are like, because I wanted to, or because I did, It's just, like, stone cold. I did, But with them, when they were asked these questions, so they were crying on the stand and stuff like that. Like, real killers, to me, don't act like that.
Like, they had
Like, they're
remorse
in
for what they did, which is what people need to see, especially when they watch the trial. They're clearly upset with what they did. They just had to do what needed to be done,
right.
which was that. Like, were they going to live with more years of sexual assault, or were they going to take care of it, especially at their age? I don't know how young they were, but even as like a 19-year-old, I would, I can see them being older. I could see them being like 17, 18 when it happened. I don't know how old they. Do you know how old they were when it happened?
They were. It was like early, like maybe like 12, 13 to like. To, they killed them when they were like in their 20s and stuff. So it was going off most of like their like teenhood.
And like, I
Oh.
feel like it could really go either way. Like, I feel like they could have killed them when they were 13, or they could have killed them when they were 20. Because like, regardless, that those, even if it's just one time, even if they were just raped one time, that's still something they're gonna live with the rest of their lives.
Right. You're never gonna be the same after that unless you get therapy and help.
And that's why I
Also,
feel like, what is prison doing for them? Nothing. Literally nothing.
them think about all the stuff he did to them. It's just not helping at all.
I just feel like it's gonna make their mental health so terrible that jail isn't even the worst of it.
Right. And
And people go to psych wards instead of jail. People are claimed to be, insane or whatever you want to call it, whatever they call people who are
insanity or
mentally,
whatever.
yeah, like, do crimes because they're mentally disabled. So why weren't these two considered that they're rape
Exactly.
victims?
Right. They're rape victims and nobody cares. Honestly, people, especially inside, they don't care because they're men too, which
And
is
now in
messed up.
2021, now I think more people are seeing that they're not, yeah, they are men, but they have feelings too, they have emotions too, and they're still going to live with this the rest of their life as men.
Yeah, they're crying on the stand. You can't, especially with their tears. I can just tell you can't fake that. Like, you just can't. But I'm just so glad TikTok brought it to light. Even like educate people who weren't even born in that era who they were, and now everyone knows that. Hey, like, why aren't they out? Like, bring
And
justice
they
to
should
them.
be.
So thank God for TikTok.
But ending this like on like like, I guess, like a positive note, they are reopening the case. We wish the best for both of them, and I hope that the
Yeah,
trial goes somewhat in their favor. Alrighty. Okay, so we just got cut off again, but thankfully it ended at like the perfect time, right at the end of our last discussion. So we're gonna move to our next topic.
Yes. Well, this is a topic actually Jules told me about.
Okay,
So
so this is just a disclaimer. This is 18 plus discussion. So if you're not 18, please just be advised this is an 18 plus conversation. We do not want any trouble with anyone who's under 18. We are going to be discussing a pornographic website. So if you are not over 18, please just, I don't know. Just a disclaimer.
Right. Yeah. We're not talking about anything like too in detail. We're just talking about the website itself. So
Yeah, we just don't want any trouble.
we don't know
My bed
lawsuits.
sheets are so loud. Like, when I move, I don't know if you can hear it, but
They soft.
whenever I move on my bed, it's like so loud.
Really, I don't hear anything.
Oh, I don't know. I just, in case you can hear it, it sounds weird.
The green ones, the Slytherin ones.
Yeah, I have silk green sheets on my bed, in case like you hear it, I might sound weird, like it's making like this weird noise. I don't know.
Yeah.
Just let everyone know. And this discussion is 18 plus. So to get into it real quick, Pornhub,
It,
the porn website, obviously,
mm-hmm.
is in a sex trafficking scandal right now. They took down 80% of their videos,
Mm.
um, and they are pretty much under fire. It's called Trafficking Hub. It aims to shut down Pornhub, hold them responsible for benefiting sex trafficking and the and yeah.
Wait, Jules, quick question. You know how you said Pornhub took away 80% of its things, right?
hmm
Do you think it's because they knew like their stuff was like about the trafficking and stuff, or you think they just
I don't know. See, like the scandal is that they're responsible for benefiting from sex trafficking and the exploitation of women and minors. The exploitation of women and minors. See, like I don't know. Like I gotta be completely honest, 100% honest. I really don't go on Pornhub that much. I never really do ever. So
mm-hmm.
like I have no idea.
Right. I remember what's called last summer or 2 summers ago. Like, I don't go on anymore because I'm too busy with school to even think about that stuff. But even like last summer, 2 summers ago, I used to go on there like a lot. But I didn't see anything like, bad or anything. Cause with porn, it's a lot of acting and stuff. It was nothing anything like, oh my god, this is not fake. But like Pornhub is like one of the largest, basically free porn sites. Like stuff like OnlyFans and stuff like you have to pay for to see stuff. And they removed 10 million unverified videos. So I guess people with unverified accounts, like, they took down their videos and stuff because they don't know exactly if you're verified or not, so they don't know where you're getting this stuff from.
They
So
also don't know if you're underage.
right, they don't want a lawsuit.
So,
Well, they
like,
already are.
something that you had put in our agenda for today, it said the report declared that the site monetizes child rape, revenge pornography, spy cam videos of women showering, racist, and monogamous content. Did I say that right?
Yeah, monogamous. Good job.
Monogamous
Oh, racist? I
content.
didn't see any racist content. But maybe I just don't go in that dirty section. I don't know.
I don't
But
know.
another article, it says the message of these organizers reached a broader audience when the New York Times released a report exposing stories of underage trafficking victims on Pornhub. The report declared that the site monetizes child rape, revenge pornography, spy cams, and videos of women showering, racist and misogynist content. And there's a footage of a woman being, I guess, like smothered in a plastic bag and one victim who was trafficked by her adopted family at the age of 9. I guess her video is up there. She said,
Oh
and
my
she said,
gosh.
right. I guess I don't. That's just sick. And she said, like, well, obviously Pornhub didn't know. They have so many videos to look at. And she said, Pornhub became my trafficker. I'm still getting sold, even though I'm 5 years out of that life. So she's just saying, like, oh, I don't live that life anymore. So it's just sad seeing myself on that website still. Which is, I understand that because who wants to, especially when you like don't, especially when that stuff happened to you, who wants to look back and know your face is still on a website of you being choked?
Yeah. I honestly don't understand. Like,
Mm-hmm.
see, I don't understand the case. Like, I understand the case, obviously, but I don't understand how Pornhub is just finding out about this now. Like they
Right.
don't have anybody monitoring the videos, nothing. Like they had no idea, this was going on. Which I don't know if they do or not.
Mm-hmm.
My feeling, my opinion, I don't like this is just came out literally like today, so we don't know that much about it. But in
Right.
my opinion, I really feel like they did not know until it was public. And
Mm-hmm.
they were like, "Oh crap, we got to delete all these videos." You know what I mean?
Right. Because I Pornhub is like free, but a lot of people get paid to post their videos, so they're not trying to stop anyone else's hustle either. But they also need to see like, oh, some of this stuff is not like non-consent. It's like,
Somebody
well,
needs to be monitoring the
mm-hmm.
videos. This is
Right.
the big thing here. It's like I feel like nobody is watching them, like I mean
Exactly.
like just checking them, like what's on this, what is this, is
Mhm.
this safe, like what's going on, is this consensual, like like what is this kind of
Right.
thing.
And yeah, I think Jules and I both agree. We're not trying to stop anyone's hustle. If you're a porn star, stripper, do what you gotta do. Pay your
And we're
bills.
also not judging you for what you're watching either, but
Right.
like child porn, like
No, that's exactly.
it's just I don't know, it's
Yeah.
weird. I don't
Like, yeah.
I don't like all of this, especially like some of the things that are on here that you were reading. I read them too
Mhm.
out loud before you. Like it's just I don't know.
Right.
And like I feel like anything that gets online, so like even if the video of a 9-year-old whatever was taken down, there's some sick weirdo that has the video. You know what I mean? Like anything you post on social media online, it's there forever pretty much. Like you can
Mhm.
delete it and there's still a chance that somebody has it. And it's
Right.
just embarrassing. Like I just feel really terrible for anyone who has to deal with that.
Right. It's just like if I post like even my foot on Snapchat and someone screenshots it, they can give it to so and so who gives it to so and so, and even if I delete it, it's still out there. Yeah, what I do.
Exactly. So this
Mhm.
just came out. Hopefully there'll be a little bit more information next week if we remember or look into it or anything like that.
Mhm.
Um,
But
anything like
also,
that. Yeah.
right, Pornhub gets 3.5 billion users a month. That's a lot. Like they must make a lot of money. But I just think also for the victims, Pornhub should like compensate for their like trauma, because if you have so much money and it's come to like, help other people out who have been
Yeah,
victims.
there has to be something done. I mean, especially for like rape victim things, like people that weren't paid for what happened.
Mhm.
They've been in multiple lawsuits though
Oh
already, I
wow.
believe. I like a
Mhm.
lot of lawsuits, like class action lawsuits, things that were a big deal too.
Mhm. Well, I guess that's why everyone's moving to OnlyFans.
Yeah,
You,
honestly.
this is random, Jules, but I was just watching this one stripper on YouTube, and I love her channel. And her and her boyfriend made OnlyFans together, right? And just in 2 days, they made $10,000. But
Wow.
it's all legal stuff what they do,
Yeah.
right? But it's like I just think I'm
I do
not
respect the hustle as well, I really
right.
do.
We all do what we gotta do. Like this world's really tough to live
But
in.
that was consensual, like they both went on OnlyFans together. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Like that was
Right.
a choice.
Right. I
I
just
feel
think,
like we still have a lot of time left over.
but we had some clips that got cut off. Remember?
What do you mean?
Remember how it cut off one
I know, but
time,
the last one was only like 36 minutes.
but and the other one was 20 minutes. No,
Oh gosh, I don't know.
I
Was
think we're
it
like,
20? I mean, that's still like an hour,
uh-huh.
right?
Hmm.
I guess so. I guess we did fine. I don't know, honestly.
Well, I
I don't
don't care. We can
remember.
go like 10 more minutes if you want. I don't care. Oh my god, I'm still thinking about those pickles. Oh my god. Oh my god.
I
Oh my god. Let me
There's something in my eye.
pickles at the same time. Maybe not. But they were good. Oh my god. Pickles and onions, yes.
There's literally something in my eye. It hurts.
Oh my god. Is it dust? A bug? A
I
fly?
don't know.
Oh my god. You know what's it called? I had like a moth like fly in my face the other day. It was so annoying.
Ew.
I know I hate moths. Like, moths are worse than flies. Cause like flies they just go away. Moths they like try to come at you.
I was thinking, since we have like a few minutes left, maybe we should like put our other ideas out there, like
Hmm.
what we were planning on doing for like our slow drama weeks and kind of like see if anyone wants to give us an opinion on them.
Right. We could try different pickles. That would be fun.
That's what I think we should do that for like exclusive content
Exclusive. All exclusive.
on the YouTube.
Oh. Well, even if we do the Harry Potter quiz, but there's other quizzes we can do.
I was thinking, okay, so some of the things that we're thinking was a twin tag. So that would be Brionna and Brina. So both of them, we had two versions of it. One version was going to be that I was going to do one conversation with Brina and then one conversation with Brionna and then kind of like compare their answers. So ask them kind of like the same questions and see like how well they relate to each other. And then the other one was going to be asking them questions about each other. So I would ask like, oh, Brianna, what's Brina's favorite color? And like see if they can answer questions about each other. And
Mm.
then the other thing that we had in mind was zodiac signs. And what we were going to do is we were each going to give like a little excerpt of our opinion on the sign.
Right. For those who are new,
Uh,
I'm a Virgo, Jules and Aries.
yeah, so I don't know how you guys would feel about that. And then the last one we just came up with is with like right today, like right before we started recording,
Mm-hmm.
was a Harry Potter quiz. So we do like 3 Harry Potter quizzes, kind of like the same one at the same time, and kind of like read the options and like say which one we choose and say which house we get.
Right.
So let us know which one you like the most, and
right.
then we'll do that one first, I guess.
All
Like
right.
the
I think
first time we get a
another
chance.
thing we could do is honestly once we get a good following, or even if we just want to do it ourselves, maybe like an advice episode, like maybe on like high school or like relationships or like college, you know, something like cute like that. You know?
Yeah, we can always do that too. We've been wanting to do an advice one. I feel like we have to be a little bit more popular so we can have like people ask us questions.
Right. I
You
agree.
know, because I'd like to be asked questions like how do you feel about this? What would you do in this situation? Like things like that.
Exactly. Instead of just like looking up the questions.
But I like the Harry Potter quiz, but that's gonna take like a big chunk of
How
the
long is the
episode.
quiz, Joe? I'm not trying to. Oh, the quiz is gonna
No,
take
no, it's not like the quiz is that long, but it's like reading each answer out loud
Oh.
is what's gonna take a while. So it's gonna be like, oh, which animal would you choose? Would you choose the owl or the toad or the cat? You know, like, and then it's like, oh, well, I would choose the owl, and then like, what would you choose? And like, oh, well, I would choose the
Exactly.
cat. You know, like it's like that. So like, it's gonna take a little while just to get through it.
Another thing I want to do, right? Because you know, like Bad Girls Club is on Hulu now. So I was thinking you and me, right? Could like do like a Hulu watch party. I know how to do it. So then we put our AirPods into our laptops, and then since we're on a watch party, we watch the same parts together, and then we're gonna like pause that we could talk. You know, something like that.
I could do that on like a Zoom call.
Something like that.
Yeah, because like on the Zoom call you can record the screen. So like we could post it. That could be an exclusive content video.
That's nice.
On YouTube.
I got my hair done, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
I'll tell you ahead. Well, I gotta tell me ahead too so I can clean my room.
Oh my god. You can just I'm sure your room is fine. Honestly, I need to clean my room too now you mention it.
Yeah, no, my room is so bad.
My room looks like my kitchen, my living room, everything combined. Like everything but my bathroom. That's like my room.
No, my room is messy.
Right. But you know, my room's like messy, but it doesn't take me that long to clean it. You know what I mean? Like I know how I can clean just like 10 minutes or 20 minutes.
20 minutes might take so long. I have, like so much I gotta do.
But I procrastinate. Like I take 20 minutes. I clean the bed. I'm like, okay, I did enough for today.
That's literally what I do. Like I clean up the clothes. I'm like, that's good.
And it starts right back up.
Exactly.
All over again. I have to.
Well, I think we're gonna end here, right?
Yes.
Okay, so we had a few technical difficulties. As usual. I think I don't know, it's just like a connection thing. I really was thinking that we should get like equipment soon. Like I know you have like a microphone.
I have a
mic,
mic.
like that, right? I feel like I should get something.
Oh, so you want like for your phone or for your laptop?
I don't know either. Maybe like just like a Bluetooth one so I can like connect it to whatever.
Oh.
But I need a laptop too. So like maybe I'll get a laptop first. I don't know.
Maybe save up. Maybe like, around Christmas time, maybe you could ask like your parent whatever for some money and then save up for it.
Yeah, I have to do that. Just because like I think that we're having a lot of like trouble, I guess, like hearing each other too. Like I feel like we get out a lot and stuff. It might be like a little choppy, so I feel like we should start upgrading a little bit.
Yeah, because my internet in my house is trash. Like it's not even Julie's fault, honestly. Just not even your fault. My internet in my house is just trash. Like I have like the oldest internet ever.
Yeah, I literally never have all my Wi-Fi, so.
Oh yeah, I should do that. I don't know why I keep it off. It sucks.
Yeah, I never have. I have unlimited like with Verizon, so I just leave it off.
Well, Verizon's good. I have T-Mobile, which is decent. It's decent, like in the middle. It's pretty good. T-Mobile.
Yeah, I like my Verizon. I don't know, my dad pays for it, but I get like we have like the unlimited, so family plan or whatever. So I literally never put it on, and it works fine without it. I like it so much more without it.
Oh, I don't know why I keep it on. You know what we should do? We should check Amazon, see if they have different flavored pickles.
Different flavored pickles.
They do.
But we should do that on YouTube.
Oh yeah.
Like I should be like we should record it. With the microphone, do a little ASMR or whatever.
Oh, that's
good. At the same time, like while we review.
Right. So guys, just comment below, like we said, for the Duggar, if we should read the book.
Yeah, if we should read the book, and like how you want us to review it too. If you want it to be like every 5 chapter, or you want like a big review at the end of the book.
And subscribe to our YouTube. Episode 1 through 5 is there if you guys are rewatch on the YouTube. Help us get some views on that. Also, you can comment below on the YouTube, and I'll write back.
And we'll probably have up 6, hopefully this weekend.
Today or tomorrow.
Yeah, hopefully this weekend, and then 7, and then we'll be all caught up.
Yeah, we will be.
Right. We will see you guys
next week.
And what was the other thing? Oh, we're gonna leave our Instagrams in the description again in this episode if you want to go ahead and give us a follow, DM us anything, and like if
Right.
you don't feel comfortable commenting or leaving a voice message or anything like that, give us a DM on Instagram. Either of us, both of us, doesn't matter. We're thinking Mess Sesh Instagram maybe eventually. So
Right. I think we get a certain amount of following. We said like to celebrate.
yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like every 50 followers, we should have like a little celebration. Something.
Oh, that's cute.
Like every 50
Yeah.
listens in like the beginning, every like 50
Right.
listens, we'll do like a little like
I agree.
fun thing.
Right. So for us to review the book, guys, just if you skip that part by accident, we have to get 13 to 15 views on this episode.
Or if everybody that listens comments on whatever platform they're on, and I know that they're like on a bunch of different platforms, so we'll be checking. If everybody who listens comments something, then we'll get the book.
Yeah.
Or if we get 13 to 15 views.
Right, we'll be so happy.
Because the book is like $30, so.
It is. And we can do a lot with $30. I get a lot of McDonald's for $30.
Exactly.
A whole little dinner for both of us.
Yeah, and we're also thinking about just looking into some different things.
Right.
Some
I also think when we get up there, because we will, guys, you have to manifest your dreams. We will get up there. When we do, we should definitely make like almost like a Patreon thing for like more exclusive content. This is a future idea.
Patreon.
Jules, you never heard of Patreon?
No.
Okay. This means just complete friendship, okay? She always tells me about fashion, all that. I always have to tell her about certain apps and stuff. Patreon is basically when people donate to you. It's not like a charity, but it's like, if like you can do $5, $10, or $15, you make your own dollar a month with like, so each category. So let's say you do $5, right? Oh, if you do $5, I put you like in the credits. But if you do $10, I put you in the credits and you get a shout out from me. But if you do 15, you get those two and I'll like call you. You know, it's like different services. So when you subscribe monthly, it's like you basically believe in me and then you get my exclusive content.
Oh my god, maybe we should have one like they could be featured in the episode.
Right, we could like interview them or something, talk about a certain topic with them.
Yeah, that'd be kind of fun. Like let them think of a topic they want to talk about. Like,
right. Because a lot of people, when they're like making games, even there's a Patreon for podcasts, you just type in Patreon pick podcast. Because I know I'm subscribed to someone's Patreon, actually. It's a game called Paralyzed. They're like in development. They're in the beta phase. So the game's probably not going to come out till like 2025 or whatever. But since I believe in them, I pay my $3 a month so I can get my exclusive content and read about the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the difference. So let's say if someone does $10 a month, you'd be like, oh, and then you get to know about Jules' story and her background.
You know, it'd be really cool if we collabed with Paralyzed.
Paralyzed the game?
No, like we should do an exclusive content on our YouTube reviewing it or talking about it in the podcast.
But you know it hasn't come out yet, right?
No, like not even like getting paid for it, like just to do it, like just to kind of like each like brand helping each other. You know what I mean?
But you know, I said the game hasn't come out yet, right?
No, I know that. I know you started to come out. But what I'm saying is, like, if we ask now, then maybe we'll have like a chance.
Oh, okay. Well, to the Paralyzed team, sorry, I heard a spray down sound. I sprayed some deodorant. But to the Paralyzed team, we believe in you guys. You would like their game. It's very a you type of game, you know.
What I'm thinking is like before it comes out, maybe if they let us like do like a short review on it or something, and then they can like, I don't know, like kind of like shout out each other kind of thing. Like they can like when they release it, be like, oh, check out the review here or whatever. Like check out our first review, and then like we can be like, check out the game.
But since I'm part of their Patreon, they have a comment section. They replied my comments. I've commented before and they replied, so I can definitely leave them a comment.
Well, yeah, just ask them. Maybe we should make a Hot Mess Sesh email first.
Right. Okay. Next episode, we'll officially give them our email, and I'll send it.
Yeah. No. Like, you can email it to them. This is like, wow. We just came up with this like right now.
Perfect.
But what I'm thinking is like maybe if we can do like, since it'll be their first time. Like I don't know who's producing the game, but like if it's like somebody like a smaller company,
it's a small company. It's like different people. So there's one guy, I think they're like in Canada or whatever. He developed the game, and other people like he's like, oh, I'm looking for a graphic designer. And then another person joined the team, and then another person. I
Do
think
you
they have
need
like
like a PC to play the game? What is it?
it's PC and Mac, either one. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It's
We
gonna
should
be
try it.
when it comes out. It's gonna be on Steam. You know what Steam is, right?
Yeah, we should really try it.
Yeah, it's like The Sims but better. They're gonna make
I'd
it way
love to
better.
review it. Like if they
Mm-hmm.
let us review it or something, like do a review for them, like I'd
I
love to do
would.
that.
I
And
love
I don't even
games
want to
like
get
that.
like I know that like obviously you get paid for sponsorships. So is there like a small company and then we're also like small, then maybe it'll be like kind of like a trade-off kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. They have a lot of Patreons though. They have like
It could be
3,000.
funny too because we never really gamed before. So it'd be like
Mm-hmm.
newbies, like how do new people react to the game?
Right.
Like people that have never gamed before, that
Right.
kind of thing.
Because I've played The Sims before, so I can compare the both.
And I feel like it'd be fun because it'd be like new gamers try this design.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like
Right.
us newbies.
Plus, what's different about them? They grew up playing The Sims. Like they're in their early 20s, mid 30s. Like they grew up playing The Sims, so they've seen stuff they like and what they don't like. And
Maybe
there's
we should
basically,
email them. I think it'd be kind of cool.
yeah, I can talk to them on their Patreon. They respond. I can definitely. It's like a private messaging thing.
Yeah, maybe ask them if there's any way that we can shoot them an email.
Right.
I think
All
that'd
right.
be kind
Okay.
of cool.
Okay. So but we're gonna make the email first though. So
Yeah, I'll make the email and then you work on getting in touch with them.
No problem. I love it.
Well, now we just came up with a brand new idea, everyone. Hopefully we'll have more information by next week.
Also, if you're a brand ambassador or ad person and would like us to...
If you have a small business or anything like that, I will happily review your products. Like, I know that, like, we're not huge or anything, but I would happily review your products. Like, I would love to post it on Instagram, anything like that.
Right. Let's help each other.
Yeah, like, exactly. Let's help each other. Like, I would love to review anything you guys have. Like, even if, like, you just... anything like that. Like, even if you want to DM us on Instagram or anything, I will put you guys on my story. Like, I don't mind.
Right. And we wouldn't even, like, charge like that.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I would not be charging for that. Like, just to put it on my story, anything like that. If you want to be us to talk about it in the episode, I'll do it. Or if you want an exclusive content video on YouTube, I'm fine with that, too.
Right. I know, like, most people, when they want something, like, feature, they charge, like, almost, like, $1,000. I would, like, do it for just $20. I'm really not asking.
I'll do it for, honestly, nothing at this point. We have, like, like, once we get bigger, obviously. So take advantage now.
Right. And remember us. Remember us when we're low. And you'll be like,
exactly. Take advantage now, the fact that we'll review it for nothing and post on our story and give us, like, a story review or anything like that. And we'll talk about it here. Maybe what we should do is if we get, like, a bunch of small businesses, then we can do, like, an exclusive content video of us reviewing small business products.
For our YouTube, you see? That'd be good, too.
No, like, when we have more, like, if we get, like, a few packages, like, maybe, like, 5 or 6, then we can do, like, a video reviewing every package, but until then, we can just do, like, a snippet in our in the podcast about the small business.
Right.
If they wanted. If they wanted.
Exactly. I totally love that idea. And God forbid, like, we couldn't, like, see each other at the exact same time. We can just record, because we know we both have, like, ring lights. We can just record each other opening it, and I can edit it. So, like, if I show item number 1, the next clip you show item number 1. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like, or even, like, I'll review some of them first, and then I can bring you all the stuff. You know what I mean? And you can review it second. Like, obviously, if it's, like, lip gloss, I'll use, like, my finger or something, and then you can test it out next. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Oh my God. Kind of like trade.
We're so smart. The best.
Right? I'm like happy for us. And then isn't Brina like getting her license so she can come pick it up? You guys pick it up.
Exactly, she is. Yeah, but we'll I gotta definitely email Paralyzed. But you would like the game, honestly.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make the email before I post this episode, and I'm gonna leave the email in the description. If any small businesses want to reach out to us, not on Instagram, go ahead and reach out to us through the email. I'll be checking the email. I'll add it to my mail app or whatever, and I'll check it anytime.
Right. And also, you can leave a comment on our YouTube too. But
leave a comment on YouTube. Leave a comment wherever you're listening. Or you can DM us on Instagram. I'll leave our Instagrams and the Hot Mess Sesh Gmail or email in the description
box below. Yes.
And I think we're gonna end the episode here. So hopefully we'll have more information on what we just talked about next week.
I was gonna say. Also, if you're a pickle company looking for us too, we'll gladly review your pickle.
Oh yes, if you're a pickle company, please let me know.
Right. Pickle as in food. Don't be nasty.
Yeah, pickle as in like green eating pickle.
Right. Yes. Please, or even candy or anything. Please, I love my snacks.
Yeah, we'll review anything, honestly. I'll review anything. Sex toys, I don't care.
Oh god.
Adam and Eve,
Oh
please
my
reach
god.
out.
All right, they sponsored Frenemies. Sponsor us.
Oh my gosh, yes they did. Good for frenemies. I love that.
I actually like
That's
Adam and Eve's website though. They have a nice organized website.
That's a bomb ass sponsor right there.
That's a sponsor. Now that's a sponsor I would agree with.
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I think we're gonna end the episode. So we will see you guys next week. Hopefully, you have more information. I'm gonna make the Hot Mess Sesh email before I post this episode, so it will be in the description box along with our Instagram. So if you want to go ahead and message us on either of those, that's perfectly fine. You can email one of our. you can DM one of our Instagram. You can just add us to a little group chat. We're totally open and willing. Even if you just want to say hi, like I want to meet our listeners. Like I really want to meet our listeners.
And like if you're curious about us, like DM us on Instagram, just ask us a question, and we'll talk about it next episode.
Ask us anything. Like put us in a little group chat on Instagram. I want to meet you guys. I really do. Like please.
And then we'll talk about it in the next episode. Well, thank you for leaving us a comment.
Exactly. We will shout you out in the next episode, like with your Instagram handle, whatever you want. If you don't want us to shout you out, no problem. If you do, we will.
Right. Thank you guys.
Yes, we will see you guys next week for Hot Mess Sesh.
Bye, guys.